The Groom Lake-based Nevada Test and Training Range, or simply Area 51, isn't actually building UFOs. In fact, they're building something way worse. Each year, Area 51's mythology draws tourists from around the world. People come to the airbase near Rachel, Nevada, hoping to catch a glimpse of strange spacecrafts. You've already heard many theories about Area 51, and at this point already know what it is, but you probably don't know much about its history. We believe that Area 51 was made because the facility borders Nevada Test Site, a place which was used to test nuclear bombs after World War II. Nevada Test Site is made of square Miju areas, and the bordering Area 51 is called Area 15. Some people believe Area 51 got its NAST because switching 1 and 5 seemed fun, even though Homey Airport is the official name of the world's most known airbase. The United States Air Force and CIA supposedly acquired the base in 1955 primarily for flight testing the Lockheed U-2 aircraft used for gathering information. The testing of new and secretive military aircraft is likely responsible for much of the connection between Area 51 and UFOs, especially when considering that the term UFO doesn't directly refer to alien spacecraft, despite how it's often perceived in pop culture. But as we all know, some way darker things are happening within the borders of Area 51. Area 51, our eyes can see, is just a tip of the iceberg. Area 51 has a huge network of tunnels and facilities going several stories underground. These tunnels are filled with workers researching almost everything you can imagine, as well as reverse engineering any extraterrestrial object they got their hands onto. But how come no one has ever spotted Area 51 workers coming into work? What entrance do they use? Well, their entrance is Sky, and here's them coming into work. Janet Airlines is the unofficial name of the classified fleet for the US Air Force. When you see a white plane with a red stripe without any logos, the chances are big that the plane is transporting military and contract employees to Area 51. Each week, up to 20 flights in each direction fly, carrying over 1,000 Area 51 workers. If you ever wish to be the pilot of this plane, you'll need to have a minimum of 3,000 fixed-wing flying hours along with 300 in-seat hours within the last 5 years. But no matter what flying experience you have, if you're not able to maintain top-secret government security associated with work location access, you'll never see the cockpit of this plane. So how can we know what those workers are working on? How does their average workday look? Who can tell us better than a literal Area 51 employee, a former employee to be more precise? This is the story of Bob Lazar, an American businessman and conspiracy theorist who claims he was hired in the late 1980s to reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology by, guess who? Area 51, obviously. He claims he had examined an alien craft and read US government briefing documents that described alien involvement in human affairs over the past 10,000 years. To visualize everything he said, he created a documentary called Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers back in 2018. It's basically a story he has been telling since 1989. But the most interesting thing you can see in this documentary is him drawing a sketch explaining how UFOs fly. He stated that he had an opportunity to examine an alien craft that runs on an antimatter reactor powered by moscovium. However, he also stated that we're not capable yet of understanding some of the things, specifically about the moscovium that's better known as element 115, and overall manufacturing process of components the craft used. All of this was done in Area 51 according to his words, which brought additional public attention to this airbase and fueled conspiracy theories surrounding its classified activities. So how do UFOs actually work? Well, according to Lazar's words, and after understanding tens of different sources and assumptions, here's how the UFO might work. Its body is made from metallic quasi-crystal material whose characteristics help beat gravity. And when you bolt 3 gravity emitters on a UFO's body, you get a system that can fly controllably. Gravity emitters work by oscillating in any direction to maneuver the craft, but they're useless without a gravity amplifier that sends anti-gravitational waves into the direction emitters are facing. These are some high-tech devices, but the biggest reason why engineers and scientists ensure UFOs are the work of aliens is because you won't find any wiring, welds, bolts, or any kind of nuts on the UFO. It's simply impossible to get this shape out of this kind of material from a single piece, at least for us humans. Or maybe I should say at least for 99.999% of humans. With that being said, with governments from around the world releasing documents and reports on UFOs, and with thousands of sightings each year, it's not questionable if these crafts exist. They do, but still, it'll take us decades, if not centuries, to find out how they actually work. Maybe a lot of this has something to do with the government hiding things from the public. Who knows? We're probably never going to get answers to these questions. Speaking of alien sightings, how can we be sure they're real? Think of this as a chance of something happening. The chance of you specifically seeing a UFO is low, but you must consider that there are 8 billion humans on Earth, which drastically increases these chances. But on the other side, also considering that this is a viral topic, a lot of people will create fake videos just to get some views. So it's impossible to be sure that a flying object on a video is a UFO. The only time you'll be sure is once you see it with your own eyes. Don't even bother spreading that around because no one will believe you. People still don't realize that UFOs are something that exist and something we'll get used to seeing in a couple hundred years. As of today, there's only one place from which you can see Area 51. It's called Tikaboo Peak, but make sure to bring your binoculars since Area 51 is 42 kilometers away. Before 1995, there were also 2 more places from which you could see Area 51. White Sites and Freedom Ridge. Unfortunately, they were seized by the government and you're not allowed to enter those areas anymore. This is a very diverse and controversial topic. You may hear others making up stuff about Area 51, UFOs, and aliens, so I suggest you do a research before believing any of that. You're safe from misinformation since you watched this video, but since Area 51 is comprehensive, let me know if you'd like another video about it and its secrets. Also, leave down below your opinion, subscribe, and click on the screen to watch the next video.